Welcome to the Wally Show precast, where we discuss some of the fascinating things that did not make the show, like Becca's breath today. I have no idea. You're very self-conscious about this. You keep asking people if your breath stinks.
Well, yeah. Do you ever have those days where you know your breath smells bad, but you don't know what level it smells bad?
And what caused it?
I don't know. That's the thing. I brushed my teeth this morning. I've eaten something. I've drank something. Like, I don't get it. But
What'd you eat?
A chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. Oh, man, that wouldn't do it.
Did you kiss Hadley?
No. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone. No, I did it.
Please tell me you don't let your dog kiss your face.
Like,
Please.
just like one little lick on the nose, not on my mouth, not on my mouth. No,
that's disgusting.
No, she
He'll
just
judge
gets
you no matter what you say.
No, that's disgusting. You know that's disgusting,
One little
Rob.
lick just right on the cheek. That's it.
That's still gross.
No,
like
it's
dogs
not.
are like. Ugh.
I don't like. No,
She's not like making out with her.
Dog owners that do that just disgust me.
I don't know. No.
I watched a guy and I almost vomited on David Letterman's when he used to do stupid pet tricks. A guy laying on his back filled his mouth with milk and let his dog drink it out.
I can't.
Yeah.
No. That's way too far.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
No.
I mean, if that's what it takes to get on TV, then whatever.
Yeah. So Becca actually leaned over to Betty and was like, "Does my breath smell bad?"
Well, earlier we had gotten very close because I was trying to prove a point. And then I asked her, I'm like, hey, when I got close to you earlier, did my breath smell bad? Because you just want to know. You want to know if
I wouldn't go to that. Like I would just, if I think it smells bad, then I would take a piece of gum.
I just haven't gotten to that point because I do radio.
I always wonder.
You'd rather ask people and bring it to their attention instead of just fixing it to begin.
Does anyone ever get paranoid when someone offers you gum? Because there's a thing when someone takes out gum, they feel like they either have to offer it to everybody that they're around or because they think you need it. I always think when someone offers me gum that it's because my breath stinks.
See, someone told me that you should always take the mint or take the gum because that's what people are trying to say. So every time someone offers it to me, I ask them, and then they say, "Oh no, I just want to know if you wanted anything."
Oh, really?
And I'm like, "Do you want me to take it?" And they're like, "Not really."
I was just trying to be nice.
Yeah, so that resolves that.
I just don't like taking anything from anybody. No matter what's offered, I hate taking anything.
I mean, somebody go, "Hey, you want $1,000?" I'm like, no.
I feel like I'd owe you.
Yeah, exactly. It's too much headache.
When you give out gum to your friends, do you say, "I'm giving you this, but it's not because your breath smells"? I do. You really
well,
do.
Yeah.
When
I let my friends have gum, because usually I try to sneak it so that people don't ask for it. Because that's the other phenomenon with gum is that once you take out the gum, everyone's like, "Oh, can I have a piece? I'm gonna have a piece. Can I have a piece?" When I do offer to people, I say it's not because your breath stinks.
And I always only do like a half a stick at a time. So giving someone a full stick of gum seems like such extravagance. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, but you're cheap.
A half a stick.
Yeah,
I'm the
that's
guy,
all you need.
I'm the kid that those long tubes with the bubble gum, the gum balls, and there's like 8 different colored gum.
You did all of them.
I will put 4 to 6 of those in my mouth and chew them till they quickly run out of flavor, and then spit that out, and then put the rest in.
Did you do the bubble tape back in the day? Do you remember those?
Yeah.
You did like all 3 feet.
Yeah,
stuffed it in.
Big League Chew lasted an inning,
We
and it
weren't
was
allowed to have that.
You know what? My parents had a problem with that when I was a kid too, because it's like, you're chewing tobacco. It's like, it's bubble gum, but they quickly came around. But was that why your parents didn't want you to have it? I
think so.
Yeah.
Also, it was expensive.
Candy cigarettes.
Like generic gum is a lot
I was
cheaper.
never allowed to have candy cigarettes. Betty Rock grew up on those.
Oh, I love.
Yeah. Her family is
loved them.
Little backwoods.
They would actually buy me some because they'd be on sale at Dollar General. You could get 10 for $1.
Yeah.
And I'd beg for them.
Yeah, her baby bottle was a mason jar. And she's over there with a mason jar with milk in it, having candy cigarettes. That tells you how she grew up.
Just keep in mind, I didn't act like I was smoking them. I had no idea. All it was to me was sugar in stick form, and that's what I wanted. So.
Okay, real quick. Worst or favorite candy as a kid? We're just kind of going off on
candy
this.
Peanuts.
Candy peanuts.
Those
You mean
little orange
the circus
marshmallow
peanuts?
things?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are good. I do like those.
Pez.
Yes. That's a good one, but it never seemed to satisfy. You'd always have to eat like 40 of them to
But the
get enough.
experience was what it was for me.
I really like the blow pop because of how long the satisfaction gave you, because it took a long time to get to the gum, and then once you had the gum, you had gum.
Yeah, it was an extra bonus round. I like those lick'em sticks as a kid. Remember the Fun Dips?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so I would
pure sugar.
Pure sugar, and you'd lick it so that the stuff would stick, and then you put it in there into the sugar, and then. But I always eat the thing, and I would just literally pour the sugar back in my mouth.
I hated the powder stuff. I only wanted this. Like I would just
we should have been best friends in high school
just so I could get to the stick.
Yeah, we should have been best friends because you could have had all the sticks you wanted, give me all the sugar, we're perfect. It's like a match made in heaven. Yeah, that was it. I think the reason I bring that up too, because as adults, you still carry that into your adulthood. I think that we have comfort foods that we go to as adults, and they actually did this survey to find out what was the big, number one comfort food for people. And I'm curious if you guys even landed on this list or if you hit number one. Because, I'm not crazy overweight, but I'm definitely carrying probably 10 to 15 pounds that I probably shouldn't. But I definitely find myself. And I watch shows now like my 600-pound life and things like that. And I used to always see those shows and go, man, how did you let yourself get that way? But I realize now that even at my state, if I'm ever sad or whatever, my go-to is food. Because it makes you feel good. And I don't know why, but it is. It's that comfort food. So I'll snack or go to something. And I totally see that if you're in a bad place for a long time mentally, and that's how you self-medicate, it could get out of control quickly.
The other thing too is that we celebrate with food. It's not just the sadness. So 100%. Even if you have a bad week, but then something awesome happens, so you're eating all this comfort food all week, and then you're like, oh, I got a promotion, let's celebrate.
And you can't quit cold turkey. Right. Like alcohol, you cut out completely, and that's that. But food, you have to eat several times a day.
Right. Yeah. The funny thing is when you celebrate losing 5 pounds by going out to eat, it's that is really counterproductive. But we all do that.
Totally.
Okay. So comfort food, number one comfort food. Let's start with you, Zach.
For me or for the list?
For you.
For me, it'd either be ice cream or frozen pizza.
Frozen pizza. I thought it'd be bread of some sort because you love bread.
I used to eat bread all the time.
And the diabetes killed that dream.
I don't do bread like that anymore. But
yeah. Frozen pizza.
I mean, ice cream and frozen pizza is not necessarily better.
I had frozen pizza for dinner last night, and it's my favorite. Totino's.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
You buy them in college for $1 or something like that.
So cheap.
I know, but they're so good.
I had a toaster oven in college that was big enough to fit one in, and it was glorious.
Yeah, it's the best, man. I lived on that and corned beef hash in college. You actually came in at number one. The pizza was the number one comfort food. It got twice as many votes as any other food.
Wow.
So I was surprised about that.
It is the best food ever.
Betty Rock, if you were ever sad, hypothetically, if you were ever sad, what would be your comfort food go-to?
Potato chips.
Oh, yeah, you love some chips.
You eat potato chips a lot. Are you sad?
Oh, no.
No, because I eat them when I'm happy, too. And when I'm just, whatever.
So.
Yeah, you just eat them all the time.
Yeah, right now I really like the dill pickle chips. Yeah. They're so good.
What about you, Burker?
I would have to say whatever's in the pantry.
Oh, just anything. My comfort food is a closet.
Because I try to just weed all that stuff out, but then I get sad, and so I'll open up and be like, croutons, yes! The other night, Joey was gone, and I had popcorn and a bag of chocolate chips. I was so excited to find that we had chocolate chips.
I used to do that too, the ones you cook with, Toll House. I used to eat bags of that. I would get those, and I would literally sit there with a spoon and eat bags of chocolate chips.
But you sprinkle sugar over them first,
yes.
Right?
Well, when I have strawberries, because they're good for you, I put sugar on them because they're better for you.
Yeah. Terrible.
I put stevia on them now, and that's really good.
Yeah, so we're the same. I'm just killing myself. You're not.
But I think I do have a problem because I will drink chocolate syrup.
Stop there. No. You'll drink chocolate syrup out of the bottle?
Yeah, totally. Or eat carbo sauce out of the jar.
Really?
I have an issue. If it's in the house and if it's even remotely good, I'll eat it.
Yeah, I could see that.
What are you trying to say?
No, I could see, because I do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like chocolate syrup, anything like that, or junk food. If we have it in the house, it's not going to survive.
Every food you have in your house is junk food.
It truly is. It's the 4 main food groups: syrup, Twizzlers. Mine, I think mine would have to be ice cream. If I'm ever in that place where I'm I'm just not happy, or if I want to celebrate, I want a big bowl of ice cream with chocolate syrup. I want whipped cream on it, and I will literally put 12 cherries in there.
Oh, wow.
I love
for
that.
health.
Yeah, I want to make it healthy. It's
like fruit, right?
Yeah, I got to balance out some of that other stuff.
I found a favorite ice cream that I got hooked on, and now they had it at Walmart where we live, and now they don't carry it anymore. And I've been to all 6 grocery stores in a town, and none of them None of
What
them
is
carry it
it?
anymore. Peanut Butter Panic by Blue Bunny. It's so good.
Really?
And I can only find it on occasion.
I wonder if it got pulled because it wasn't like a popular flavor, or did it have something that was killing people?
It might have been too addictive.
Maybe so.
It was so
What was
good.
in
It
it?
was like peanut butter flavored ice cream, and then peanut butter cups, like Reese's
my
cups,
gosh.
and then swirls of peanut butter and fudge or something.
That's too much peanut butter.
Maybe it was too much panic.
I like peanut butter.
Yeah.
almost as much as ice cream.
Because I used to
Get
eat
it,
spoonfuls
get
of
it.
peanut butter as well.
That was
like,
really good.
You ever do a spoonful of peanut butter? Like, that's good. But then I used to get the frosting that you would frost a cake with.
Yes, and just eat it.
And just eat it.
Oh, that is way too much sugar.
That was so good.
I would do that on
spoon?
graham crackers.
Yeah,
that
like
was good.
I would keep it in the fridge so it was cold, and then just eat it with a spoon.
Pull it
That is the
out.
best.
I gotta say, my mom sometimes when I'd be going through a bad breakup, we'd like down a jar of frosting together.
Nothing
It was
wrong with
great.
that.
No,
Nothing
it's
wrong
good
with
fun,
that.
and it only happened. I mean, a couple times. It's not like she encouraged that, but
Eat your feelings.
She's getting the boys to break up with you so she can just eat it.
like, well, I gotta
funny.
get out the frosting. But I don't know. It's one of those sweet memories I have with her of. That's how she.
Sweet memories.
That's great. You got dumped a
We
lot.
feel better. Yeah.
You know what's also really good is getting cookie dough and then putting it in the oven. And you know,
no.
I love
Don't put it in the oven. Put it in your
even
mouth.
then, I know that's optional too. I love burnt food,
Yeah,
but
you
when
do.
it comes to brownies and cookies, I want them like almost done, like where there's still you can't you can't even like use a spatula and get them off the baking
brownies. I
forms.
want gooey.
Yeah.
I want
Oh, yeah.
brownies real gooey, especially like the cream cheese brownies. I'm so hungry right now.
Why are we doing this?
I know this is
cruel.
ridiculous. I'm
I just want
starving.
to order crazy bread.
Chips
right
and
now.
salsa. That sounds good.
I just had 3 Slim Jims and it's like not cutting it. Like I'm starving right
How
now.
do you function?
I had Slim.
You eat nothing but junk.
Here's what I had for breakfast today.
Even you drink junk.
I had my water with my grape powder in
Your
it.
Chemicals?
powdered
Chemicals.
sugar water.
I had a Whips yogurt for health.
More sugar.
Then I had
good.
3 Slim Jims and 5 Starbursts. that's been breakfast so far.
Balanced meal.
Yeah, that's been breakfast
How
for me.
does that work?
It doesn't actually. I'm dying a little
would be-
inside.
It
would
was not
be-
Slim Jim.
It would be interesting to know, like, if you could see a difference in yourself if you started making yourself eat healthy.
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I would or not.
We talked about doing a bit on the show where Wally has to eat. I think we should call it the 3-bite rule. Like, you know, when you're a kid.
Oh
Yes.
no!
3
'cause
bites and you're out.
You guys have made some bad stuff before for me, like that asparagus stuff with bacon. Even that wasn't good. Like I can't do that.
The bacon wrapped green beans.
Yes.
Oh, those were marvelous.
The bacon was good. Once you get rid
Coated
of
with
the-
brown sugar.
Yeah, that part was great.
I got a zoodler.
What is that?
You make noodles out of zucchini.
It said that. Why would you do that? You have noodles to make out of noodles.
No, noodles are just starch. Like,
Right.
I made spaghetti and I used spaghetti squash.
It's
Why
so
would you
good.
do that?
I want
Much
to
better.
make that for him sometime.
So much better.
That just angers me, Rock, because you weigh 80 pounds or whatever,
It doesn't
and like
matter.
you don't need
you
to do
need
that.
to eat healthy. You
still
can't
need
just
nutrients.
Keep, you can't keep eating starches
Take a gummy
and
vitamin. That's
junk.
what I do.
a gummy. No.
Oh my goodness. You think a gummy vitamin offsets everything you do to your body?
Let me ask you this: if it's bad, if you're hungry, like I've been, and treated those like a bag of gummy bears, and ate like 14 gummy vitamins at one time, is that bad?
I would say so.
Really?
I've done that with the Fiber One chews, like the fiber chews. That's bad.
Yeah, I could see that. Not
That
being,
would end ugly.
Yes, I can attest to that.
Oh my gosh.
They say,
Becca, why did you do that?
I will tell you.
Were you in a bind?
well, funny story. No, I told you I have an eating problem. I will eat
But
anything.
they were fiber gummies.
Yeah, but they were there.
I know.
When I was a kid, once I took the jar of Tums and snuck like under the bathroom sink and just downed them all because they were like candy. They were so good.
Oh
What
my
happened?
goodness.
Nothing. I got in trouble, but
it didn't
they
make
were
you
so
sick?
good. No, they were great.
My parents had to watch my intake on those cherry cough drops.
Yeah,
The ones that
those
taste
were
like
good.
candy.
Yeah.
I forget what they're not. Are they Ludens?
Ludens, yes. They used to come in a little tin.
You're from old school. Mine was in a little white
white
cardboard
box.
box. Yeah.
The tin was better, kept them fresher.
And I loved them, and I'd be like, I've got a cough. Need a cough drop.
Really?
They're so good.
Yeah,
they taste like cherry Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah. See, the thing is, like, we have candy just abundant in my house. Like, Willy Wonka would come into my house and go, "That's a lot of candy." but like, my daughter didn't grow up like that. It was always there, which makes you wonder, like, if you don't hide things and you don't make things taboo, will people gravitate towards them or not? Like, Haley has always had that around her. She's always been able to, but she just doesn't. Like, it's not like I know people like you sneaking the Tums. Their kids, they don't want their kids to have any junk food, and so when there's anything, their kids sneak it and hoard it and try to do it. Or if they go to someone else's house, they just go crazy with it. And Haley was never like that. She doesn't like sweets nearly to the degree that we do, but it was never like an off limits bad thing. We never made it like a bad thing, so it wasn't like taboo for her.
It was always just dinner.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if she moves off and does her own thing. Like, how is she gonna? How is her
diet?
Food? Yeah, how's it gonna be?
Like, because she'll be in college, so she'll do the meal plan, and then everybody eats like garbage on a meal plan. So then after that, did you love the meal plan?
Oh my gosh! Like, honestly, I ate way more salad than ever before, because salad's hard because you have so many ingredients and to prepare it all, it takes so much time. But when you have a salad bar available for every meal, you eat it a lot more. I did anyway.
Yeah, because
I ate a lot of bad stuff too.
Yeah, one of the colleges she's looking at has like the Einsteins, it has Chick-fil-A, and has another like burger place. What's that place? Johnny Rockets has a Johnny Rockets in it, and so like, yeah, and it's part of like your meal plan. You can eat there with that on your meal plan, which is kind of cool. But I could see just there weren't a ton of health options for her.
And what's funny is I remember growing up, I was always into salt. My mom has always been bad about salt intake, where my dad is bad about sugar intake. But another
thing your dad and I have in common.
Yeah, well, he's not near as bad as you. I would drink Tang all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, with anything and everything, I wanted Tang. But now, as I've gotten older, I tend to go towards water. And if I take like a sweet tea, it just it's like, I love it. But it feels like I'm full. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, actually.
Because it's so much sugar.
I remember as a kid making a concoction of Tang, chocolate milk, or chocolate syrup, raisins. I don't know why I put raisins in there. And what was the
Nature's
other
candy?
There was something else. It was Tang, chocolate syrup. I think I actually put milk in it, and raisins. And my mom was upset that I was wasting all of these things, and she made me drink it. Made me drink this horrible thing, and then she felt bad because I threw up.
Oh my word!
Yeah, because I mean, like, money was tight, so we had these little things we could splurge on, and she had told me not to do it, and I'm like, no, this will be good, and I was so stubborn and pig-headed back then.
Good joke.
Yeah, and I did it myself, and she made me sit there and drink it.
We tried that with pixie sticks, but it turned out to be really ugly.
Yeah,
nasty.
It doesn't work. I've tried that. I've tried that as an adult. It doesn't work. It doesn't taste good. Like adding it to water and stuff doesn't make it taste good.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
You would think so, but it doesn't. Hey,
I never thought so.
For the record.
Okay, so real quick, we have this thing going on. It's our big game in honor of the big game that you can't call it what it is just because you're doing a game with it here in a contest. But you know where the football contest is happening coming up, and it's a big deal. So we have a chance for you to actually get registered. I have a question for this, so don't freak out, Burker.
Okay, good. I was like, we didn't talk about this.
Exactly. No, I got this covered. And so we have a chance for you to get your name on a grid. If you've ever gone to a big game party thing, and you do the grids where, depending on where your name is at on the grid, you that corresponds to a score, and you can win prizes every quarter, and a grand prize of a 60-inch home theater or 60-inch flat screen TV and a home theater. So a great prize. And we've been doing this on the air this week, and somebody on the show, I don't remember who it was like, hey, we should do this for our potties. And I'm like, you are absolutely right, because we love our potties. We're going to give you a chance to get registered. So I have a football question that all you have to do is get the answer right. How should they do this? You want to post it in comments?
No, let's do Facebook messages again.
That
worked
perfect.
well, yeah.
Facebook messages. Okay, so here is your question. Besides their position, what do TJ Barnes, tight end for the Jets, John Jenkins, defensive end for the Jets, John Jenkins, defensive end for the Saints, and Danielle McCullers, defensive end for the Steelers, all have in common? What do those 3 guys all have in common? This is a very tough question. I'm going to make you earn this. You can Google things and try to figure it out. It's going to be hard, but it should be because this is a great prize.
Does Zach know?
No, there's no way he knows.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Who's it? John Jenkins, Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Yeah, John Jenkins for the
His name was my name
end.
too, but
whenever we go out.
People always, anyway.
Oh my word.
So that's the question. This is a really hard question. So this will be one of those things where maybe one person gets it. Maybe. I don't even know if they will, because this was not like a trivia question that I just found.
This is one you made up?
I made it up.
Okay, this has to do with their costume.
Nope. I will tell you that it is not
uniform.
that. It is not that. It is not to do with their uniform. It has to. Yeah. That doesn't. Nothing to do with fashion whatsoever.
Sure.
Health, maybe. There you go. There's a hint. Okay, so that's it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So
same blood type. That's creepy. You know that.
I know Toby's O negative. I thought that was common knowledge. Nope. Okay. All right. So there you go. That is your question. And if you can put there in your, I forget what we said.
Facebook.com/Wally Show and message the page. Don't post it on the wall. Message it.
Do not post it on the wall or she will come unglued.
I will flip out.
Yeah, you will.
I will flip out. But I won't look at it, so you won't be entered.
Yeah. Okay. So whatever she just said, do that on Facebook-ish. Okay.
Toby's a universal donor? Really?
Yeah.
What a guy.
Yeah. I mean,
what a guy.
He's gonna live on beyond like his time here on Earth and save a lot of people. And I hope I get those blue eyes. If Toby were to pass away and I knew he was an organ donor, I would stab myself in the eye just for the chance to get
so
those.
crazy. I checked out for a minute and then I came back and I got scared.
Yeah.
And now you're like, I'm back out again?
Yes.
Would no one else want those eyes?
Would you hear eye on it?
Yes.
I don't know if you could be an organ donor. Like, I
Or
think
a recipient? Oh, he couldn't be a donor, no.
no, or
No.
like a blood.
Well,
donor.
I cannot donate blood. I'm not allowed to donate blood because I'm missing an enzyme in my blood that reverses anesthesia, and so that I'm just precluded from that. We actually had to test Haley for that too.
You don't actually have that. It's just they can't put you to sleep because you have so much sugar in your blood.
Exactly.
Like
still just
the chemicals it would take to counteract that, they're just like, just tell me he's got this other thing.
If we use that many chemicals, it would kill an elephant. So yeah. All right. So that is going to do it for the precast. Good luck with that question. I'll have to give Becca the answer so she knows what it is, but good luck with that. And on with the podcast. This is the Wally Show, and yesterday there was just a lot of things going on, like right after the show. We got off the air, and we were trying to get a bunch of stuff done, and we did a podcast from the car going to get coffee. It's a good day, and then Zach's wonderful wife, Sarah, came up with baby Anna and brought baby Anna, and then they made up some story about having a meeting so that we could watch baby Anna.
Free babysitting!
Yeah, that's kind of what I figure. I swear I saw them leaving and seeing a movie. But no, so when you guys left, they handed her to us. I think, who did she go to first, Becca
Betty.
or Betty? Okay, she went to Betty first. And I have never seen a look of concern more on a baby than baby Anna.
She's got that look down.
Well, she has that look, but it was worse than that look that I normally see. She was looking for you guys, like her head was on a swivel. I think she's having that separation thing that kids go through. Like she was. So this should make you feel good. She was missing the heck out of both of you guys.
Wait,
man.
separation? I would call it abandonment.
Yes, yeah, she was like, man. So then, so Betty's playing with her, and so then I take her, and surprisingly, she doesn't cry. You know, like when I take her.
That is surprising.
I know. So she and I have hit a good spot, but then she would start to whimper a little bit, and then we'd hand her to other people, and they weren't doing really well with her. She'd cry with them, but Becca was a baby whisperer because I think you look a lot like Sarah.
Right. I was the only one in the room that had blonde hair, like Anna's mom does. And so she still wasn't happy with me, but she seemed to maybe want to go to me a little bit more easily than the others.
Yeah, like somebody else would hold her and she'd start crying and she'd get one big crocodile tear. And then she'd just stick her arms out and lean for Becca. And so Becca became the baby whisperer yesterday. The lady who doesn't want kids is the one that I think your kid liked the best.
Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think it's a sign. I will say this, though. It does feel nice to be wanted, even if it is by a 1-year-old who's crying the entire time.
Yeah. Oh, and there is one more thing. I probably should tell you this. When you got her back, like, did she do anything weird? Like, was she able to walk okay?
I mean, I could tell she had been dropped. She had that big mark on her head.
Kind of. Wasn't actually dropped, but Becca hit her in the head with a ball.
That's not the entire story.
She was throwing a ball. Somebody was throwing a ball near Anna.
Wally started it.
Let's wait.
I was holding the baby. Zach, hear this. Listen to this. I'm holding your innocent, precious baby, and he throws a ball at me and hits her hand. And then, of course, she's like,
"That's a lie."
Like concerned.
Why would you do that?
I didn't hit her hand.
It's a baby with
I didn't
a ball.
hit a baby. I didn't.
So then Becca is fighting for your child.
Yeah.
Fighting.
Defending the innocent.
Yes. And she hits Wally back. And he deflects it and it hits the baby. So
You
really it
knock
was
it
his
back
fault.
into a baby?
Yeah, worst part of that story, the ball was a bowling ball. So this is the Wally Show, and yesterday after the show, it was like an arts and crafts project in our office as Betty and Becca were working diligently on something. So they've got this thing laid out on the ground, and you guys were working hard, and Betty wasn't fully paying attention, and I'm not sure where I got the idea, but I thought, her hair was up, and it was really big yesterday, and she was so focused on what she was drawing that I thought, I could take little pieces of paper, and I wanted to see how many I could get in her hair without her noticing. And so I start doing this, and Becca is not paying attention either at first, and so she's just working hard. And then Zach notices it, and so Zach does the right thing and gets his camera out and shoots a video.
You always have to document these things.
Yes, you do. You know what? At first, I used to think you were documenting them for the show's sake and to be funny. Now I think you're doing it to help Betty build a lawsuit. And so, we got a bunch of pieces of paper in her, and you felt nothing for a while.
No, because I was concentrating on the work before me.
I know.
Trying to ignore you.
And the only thing that gave me away is I threw a little piece from too far away, and I missed her head, and it floated down onto the work surface. She's like, what's that? And then starts shaking her head. Just so all this stuff. So you can see it at allwally.com or at facebook.com/Wally Show. You can see the video of this. Some people have already commented saying, you know what? You're old enough to know better. Don't mess with a woman's hair. I'm not old enough to know better. Sorry.
Will you ever be old enough to know better?
No, I won't. But then Lauren says, I don't think he wonders anymore. He just doesn't care. That's true. Let me see. Lorena says, I can't believe you didn't feel anything. But she has really, thick hair.
And she was working that bun yesterday, too.
I know.
Yeah, TSA searches it.
Oh, that's right.
Because they don't know what's in there.
That's right. She literally had her hair searched at an airport because it was so big.
Mm-hmm. Huge compliment.
Yes. Let me see. Lisa says, well, at least it wasn't food. There you go. Lisa's got the bright side of the thing. And Carrie says, I don't know what this has to do with this, but Wally is super simple-minded. I just threw that in there. But I think in this whole thing, as proud as I am of Zach for making sure that he documented it so that we would have something funny to post, I think the person I'm the most proud of in this, besides myself for coming up with the idea, is Becca. Because Becca saw this going on.
As much as I want to accept that compliment, I still feel guilty because a minute into this, I look up and I notice that you're tearing up pieces of paper and putting them in her hair. And you're even being kind of obvious about it, like, oh, yeah, your drawing is so good. I'll keep coloring.
Then we start talking about hair and how important hair is.
And in that moment, I had the choice of being Betty's friend and defending her against
girl code.
Following girl code, or totally breaking girl code for the sake of the show and the funny video that would come out of it.
Yep, and you chose wisely.
And I chose to break girl code.
That was a dumb idea.
Nope, the best idea. Because Becca knows that this was what she was charged with when she got here all those years ago, a couple years ago, that she was supposed to tell me everything, and this was her main focus. So you did a fantastic job.
I'm sorry, Betty.
Now,
I'm sorry.
If Wally had been putting something in there like chunks of apple or something, food like that, would you have blown the whistle?
No, she
Maybe
wouldn't.
Earlier.
No, you wouldn't.
No, that's right. No, don't back off. Great answer.
Stop it. I don't like it when mom and dad fight.
No, you did the right thing. Actually, speaking of how long she's been here, I want to do something here in 15 minutes to celebrate a little bit of that. This is the Wally Show, and today is actually a kind of a big day on the show, as I realized that one of the members of the show is celebrating an anniversary of being on this show in a full-time capacity in her job doing news. So it's Becca!
Yay! Celebrate me! Celebrate me!
That's crazy. Like, we were talking about it yesterday. Like, okay, how long have we been doing the show in this incarnation? And it's only been a year. Like, it seems, and in a good way, a lot longer. Like, it seems like we've been doing this show forever. Like, the four of us. I know Zach, Betty, and I have been together for, 8 years. Something like that. It's crazy. And then Becca came on and was doing a different job. And then now she's been in this position for over a year, or at a year, and doing, and let me just tell you this in all seriousness, you've been doing a fantastic job.
Oh, thank you.
You are an amazing addition to this team. You've elevated the show. I think you are so great at doing the news, and I think you're great at everything you do to the show. You bring a lot to the show, so thank you for your hard work.
I love working with all of you. It's been a good year.
Oh, well, good. And that's not to slight anybody else on the show, because like this, when we switch things around, then Betty switched to another job a year ago as well. But Betty, you've just been with us for so long, and you're just a staple. You're a constant
You just
staple.
figure I'm always going to be here.
Oh, you will.
You're a lifer.
Yeah, exactly. You're going nowhere without me.
Oh,
you
my
and
goodness.
You and I are cemented
I
together
feel suffocated.
forever.
It hurts.
We're gonna be tight forever. So, in honor though of this great day, I thought it would be fun to play back some audio of Becca insulting me after I've said all these nice things about. Yeah, now Betty's happy.
Yay!
And it's not just Becca; it's trickled out into other members of the show. She's actually been a bad influence on other members of the show because before she got here, they used to respect me, and that's not happening. Yep. So here you go. Happy anniversary, Burker. So, Brittany, after going through our famous ages list with celebrities like Priscilla Presley, Jamie Foxx, and Samuel L. Jackson, were there any of those people that surprised you as to actually how old they were?
Samuel Jackson, I did guess a little younger. He has aged pretty well.
Yeah, he's 67, and he looks good still.
Yes.
I hope I look that good at 67.
You don't look that good at 48. A dog truly is man's best friend, and that's certainly the case for Army veteran Justin Lansford, who was given a canine companion after he lost his leg in Afghanistan.
Oh, cool.
The dog
Not
helped,
that he lost his leg. Cool,
right,
he got
but
the
he
dog.
got the dog. Right, okay, yeah.
Got to clarify.
That's okay. You're not a horrible person all the time.
Thank you. Let's see what we got on the old Wally Show voicemail.
Wally got a feedback, something about him being sarcastic. Jesus actually was quite sarcastic.
He definitely said things that in today's day and age we would have called him out for, said that wasn't nice, but he was perfect and sinless, so maybe it's okay to be pointed at times.
I think so. Actually, I think so. I think that's what we should do.
For the record, you are not perfect or sinless.
Mine are like a modified skinny jean. They're not the ones that come all the way down to your
Doesn't
ankle.
matter. They're still too
I can still rock it, is what I was going to say. Betty Rock, are you? Oh, yeah, Betty Rock is definitely rocking
girl.
the skinny jeans.
There's a difference.
And she's actually skinny. Becca and Wally, have you ever grabbed an electric fence?
Reveal your answer. Becca.
No.
No. Wally. No.
Whoa! Are you serious?
Never grabbed a fence.
Single to Betty.
No. Do you guys realize that you're getting dangerously close to things that are going to stop my heart one day for Cinco de Betty? Yeah.
It's the Wally Show.
There it is, right there. There's the kind of concern that my friends have for me.
Oh, it's been a good year.
Yes, it has been. So thank you guys for a great year.
We'll be honest, we haven't read through all the facts yet.
That is the height of irresponsibility. It is shameful.
It's the Wally Show News.
And Becca is going to get you caught up right now. What is going on?
As campaign season continues forward, people are still wondering if the reason Donald Trump came in second in the Iowa caucus was due to him missing the last debate before the primary.
I think so, especially when you learn how the caucuses work, where people actually just show up, don't vote on an iPad or anything, and they stand in groups of who they want to vote for. And if it's under 15%, then those votes don't count. You're literally standing in a room. It's like elementary kickball, like you're picking teams. I cannot even fathom that still works like that.
Yeah, it's a bizarre process. And if you remember, he had boycotted the debate because of his issues with the moderator, Megyn Kelly, and then instead did a benefit that night for military vets. Well, yesterday, it seemed like he kind of admitted that missing the debate might have cost him the caucus.
It could have been the debate. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But I would have done it exactly the same way, because in 1 hour, I raised $6 million for the vets.
Really?
And I would never, ever give that up to go between first and second in Iowa.
Oh, my goodness. I wonder if he's available for Pledge Drive. Because Because he did 6 million in 1 hour. Like, wow, we could be done. Like, many times over be done.
We'll just put about it to have it been sold to people. It'll be great.
It'd be perfect. I've been trying that for years. It doesn't work.
It can be frustrating to receive a call from a telemarketer, especially the persistent ones that keep you on the line for an extended period of time. So someone created a computer program to mess with those telemarketers and to make them think that they're talking to a real person.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes?
Hey, good afternoon, sir. My name is William. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, actually, hey, hang on a second. Hey, honey.
Pardon?
Well, I'm on the phone. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. So, who's this?
Okay.
Sorry, can you start over? Who's this? Why are you calling?
That is really funny.
The goal is to keep them on the line as long as possible, and they're successful in doing it for over 5 minutes sometimes because they just keep coming up with those little excuses like, wait, hold on a second, something's going on. And
it's hysterical.
Yeah, just leading them on.
Look, man, I know if you're telemarketing, that's a tough job.
Yeah.
You get hated on a lot. So and you're trying to make a living, I get it. I 100% get it. Knock yourself out, go for it. But what I can't stand is when you call and I'm obviously not interested and I'm being as kind as I can. Hey, look, I'm just not interested, but thank you very much. I hope you have a great day. And they just keep going and they're so persistent. And you finally get to the point where I've literally said, hey, look, you're really kind of making me gonna hang up on you. And I don't want to hang up on you. I don't want to be rude, but we're at that place right now. And they go, well, let me one more thing. And then boom, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when it gets to that point.
Exactly. It's not that I feel bad for them in their job, but at a certain point, it's like, okay, I'm not going to buy your product.
Exactly.
Finally, yesterday was Groundhog's Day, and good news if you trust rodents.
Punxsutawney Phil?
Yes, Punxsutawney Phil did not see his shadow, which means that spring will come early this year.
I always get that confused. I never know if he's in, if he's out, what it is. So the be-all, end-all of this is we will have an earlier spring.
Right. We're not going to see 6 extra weeks of winter. Unfortunately, though, Phil has his haters as the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration puts Phil's accuracy at about 45%.
Oh, well, what are you going to do? Those nerds don't know anything.
I trust them. I trust the
groundhog for sure. All right, well, there you go. That is your news for this hour. This is the Wally Show, and it's time now for our big game. We're going to have some football questions here that Becca has written, and Zach and I are taking on each other, but not alone. We will be playing with you, and you get to pick who you want to play on your team, either Zach or myself. Zach now has a winning record.
Yay!
Yay! 1-0.
1-0.
I know.
Yeah. So someone gets Zach on their team, and someone's stuck with Wally on their team.
That's how yesterday went. Unfortunately, and I would have gotten one of Zach's questions right. It was a ball game. We were close, but we just, we gave it 110%. We left it all out on the field. We just came up a little short today. But, he's a great team, formidable opponent, but, we're going to get him next time. That was pretty well done. That's every jock statement ever after a football game. So today is another chance for you not only to win the movie Woodlawn, which is a fantastic football movie, but also to get your name on our grid, because we were doing a grid during the big game there, and you could win a 60-inch TV and a home theater.
Who's playing in the big game again?
Denver. And not the Patriots because they lost to somebody. I think it might have been Denver.
And Denver could never play anyway.
Yeah. Oh, they couldn't play them?
Don't confuse
Okay. And the Panthers, Carolina Panthers.
Wow.
So.
That is impressive.
You should get a win for that.
I know. I should. And so with that kind of knowledge spewing from me, you should want me on your team.
Yes.
Okay. So good luck to you. You're going to have to make the decision who you want, which I really know this is a no-brainer. I don't even know why we do this part. We should just assign somebody to me because it hurts when they pick.
Trivia, though, can go either way. Tricky questions can get you.
Yeah, I got one of yours yesterday, too, that I nailed. So, all right, so if you want to play our big game, 877-91-WALLY is the number. That's 877-91-WALLY right now. This is the Wally Show, and it's our big game where we have two people that are going to be playing with Zach and myself as we take each other on in some football questions here in honor of the big game. What's at stake is a 60-inch flat-screen TV and a home theater, plus the movie Woodlawn for our two contestants. So we got Alicia and Josh. So ladies first, Alicia, we'll let you pick who you want to have on your team. Who do you want playing with you?
I'll go Wally.
No, you did not. She just did that by choice. You could have picked Zach. What is wrong with you? Even I think that's a bad mistake.
Hey, I'll just go with what my gut tells me. Hey.
All right, well, we'll see if your gut steers you right today. So Alicia is playing with me, and that means, Josh, you are stuck with Zach. Ooh. All right.
Oh, that's fine.
Question number 1. Where are we going first?
Let's go Wally first today.
Here we go.
Who is the Carolina Panthers head coach?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, Alicia, do you know this? Are you from the Carolinas by any chance?
No, I'm from Alabama.
Okay, all right. Do you know anything about football?
Yes, but I don't know the coach of the Panthers.
Okay, what are the choices?
I give you choices. Is it A, Bruce Arians, B, Ron Rivera, C, Bill O'Brien, or D, Mike Zimmer?
None of those people sound like head coaches at all to me. Like, they don't have a head coach named like Paul Bear Bryant or something like that. I'm going to go, I would say Zimmer. What do you think, Alicia?
I'll go with you.
Sure, Zimmer.
That is incorrect. It's Ron Rivera.
Oh, come on. That was my second choice.
No, it wasn't.
It was. All right. No point there.
All right, for Zach and Josh, the Carolina Panthers first became a team in 1995. What other team entered the NFL that same year? Was it the Colts, Texans, Cardinals, or Panthers?
Uh-oh.
Wait,
He
did you
just
say
said-
Panthers?
Yes, he just said the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It's the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Maybe not.
Final answer. You said Panthers, but that doesn't make sense, right?
Were the Carolina Panthers ever the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Yes.
It was the Jaguars.
It's the Jaguars' final answer. We get 2 points for that.
It's the Jaguars. And I might have typed the questions wrong.
Okay.
Sorry, I need to consult you first, Josh.
That means my question is probably an error too.
Probably.
So it's 0-0 or 1-1. We'll start over here. All right. So while we get this mess sorted out, we'll give Becca and Betty a minute to regroup here, and we'll find out who's going to win this thing in 15 minutes right here on the Wally Show. This is the Wally Show, and we're in the middle of our big game where it appears, due to a technicality, Josh and Zach are beating Alicia and myself 1-0. Congratulations on that part. But we're going to fight hard here because there's a 60-inch flat screen TV and a home theater and the Woodlawn movie on the line here for either Josh or Alicia. So here we go. My question now?
Yes, to Wally. What is the name of the leather company that is the exclusive football supplier for the NFL?
Okay.
Is it A, Elston, B, Ashland, C, Horween, or D, Pigskin?
Oh, my goodness. What do you think there, Alicia, on the hardest question ever about football?
Pigskin.
Okay, so you think Pigskin is the company? I was going to say Elston, but you know what? We'll go with...
I'll go with you.
No, don't do that. Let's go with you. Because it's just weird enough to be right that it could be pig. It's no way it's Pigskin. There's no way it's Pigskin.
Are you going with Alicia?
We'll go with your answer.
Elston is your final answer.
Yes.
That is incorrect.
Don't tell me Pigskin.
It wasn't Pigskin.
It was
either. It was
Ashland.
Horween.
Oh, really?
Your last
I got them all
choice.
wrong. Okay,
All right.
wow.
No point there.
All right,
Boy,
I hope
that's
they get a
tough
question
questions.
like that. That's impossible.
Okay, Zach's question. What is the name of the original Monday Night Football theme song that played at the beginning of the broadcast from 1970 to 1975? Was it Tonight, Interception, Score, or Monday Monday?
Wow.
I know this one.
Josh, do you know this one?
All I remember is Hank Williams.
Right, I know. Me too.
Williams Jr.
I wasn't alive then.
gosh.
I know
Oh,
it.
my God.
I know this one. I get Pigskin. Okay, go ahead.
Well, which do you think it is?
No, I'm not telling you. No.
I would lean towards Score or Monday. Josh, any leaning?
You know, let's go with that. That makes the most sense.
Well, those are two answers, Josh. You
Yeah,
can't do
so you
that.
gotta
Well,
pick
he
one.
said both.
Okay, no. Which do you think it is?
Which do you want to go with, Josh?
Let's go with Score.
All right, Score it is.
No.
That is right.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's Tonight by Hank Williams Jr. All my
No.
rowdy friends are coming over tonight.
That was the second incarnation. This was the original
What?
organ music that played.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I can't
such a
either.
dummy.
We can't even win this one. We cannot even come back. So Josh and Zach, you have won the game today. Alicia, I am so sorry, and your gut of going with me was just such a bad decision.
Well, hey, that's the way life rolls.
Yeah, that is. But you know what? I'm going to sneak your name onto the grid because I like you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, and good news also, if you didn't get to play this game with us, you can go to allwally.com and register for a chance to get on the grid as well.
These are the least important stories out of Hollywood, but nonetheless entertaining. It's the least of these.
And Betty Rock has got it for you. What's going on?
The cost of Super Bowl ads have gone up. This year, CBS is charging $5 million for a 30-second ad.
That is a lot of money. And the ones that are sad to me are the people that do nothing with the commercials. commercial, like nothing creative. It's like, here you go. And like,
it's a commercial you've seen 1,000 times already.
Yeah, because I always like the one. I hate when they do them ahead of time. I like seeing them for the first time in the Super Bowl.
The only thing that keeps you interested.
Yeah.
If I were a company, I'd pay double that. That's the best buy in advertising right there.
Yeah.
Because it's something that people aren't skipping through. Like with sports, you have to watch it live. Everybody's watching it, and then every show, like morning show the next day, replays them. You get it seen thousands, millions more times.
Just think if we just spent $5 million one time advertising this show.
I know what it would do.
Amazing. It would mean we were out $5,000 or $5 million.
One of the companies that is shelling out $5 million is Skittles, and Steven Tyler has made an appearance in their Super Bowl ad. Yeah, where he talks to a Skittles portrait of himself.
Oh, that's weird.
Mr. Tyler, your Skittles portrait.
Dream on.
Higher.
Dream on.
I think a little higher.
Oh, that's kind of funny. But I'm bummed that it's out now. That's a bummer, but that's funny, though.
Yeah. All parents love bragging about their children. Zach just got done.
Oh,
bragging
my goodness. He shows us pictures and videos every day, which, again, we all love.
You have to say when I'm in the room, but
cannot get enough.
But at least he doesn't take it to a ridiculous amount, because Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton, he took it a bit too far. While talking about his son, Chosen, he claimed something that he's doing.
I was going to bring little Chosen with me, but I didn't think he could walk down the steps yet. He's already walking, if you ain't know. He a month old.
Oh, that's a lie.
A month old.
Yeah.
Walking.
I think he's being sarcastic there.
Anna's behind.
Yeah. And walking downstairs, no less. Yeah, that is, I think he's kidding. But there are people that they think their kid is a savant, like is just a genius.
And there is something when you see another kid younger than your kid doing something your kid can't do. You're like,
you are going to walk right now. I know.
Oh, my goodness. Although Chosen is a special name for a baby, Jimmy Kimmel had a better idea for a name.
If I was Cam Newton, I would have named the baby Fig. I would have. I mean, think about it. Free cookies for life.
On Monday, Kim Kardashian took to Twitter asking her followers what the name of Kanye West's new album should be. Now, more than 439,000 people voted.
Who cares about Kanye that much? Like, to spend any time...
They're talked about all the time.
I don't
so you just can't get away from it.
Oh, my goodness. Like, Kanye to me is so irrelevant. Like, he's so not in my world, and I just have such little respect for him after the whole Taylor Swift thing.
Oh, my God.
But, like, I can't believe that people actually... the 400,000.
Yeah, 439,000, and this is really going to make you sick. That's more than the 356,000 votes cast for the Iowa caucus.
Fantastic. Okay,
so we care more about Kanye.
Yeah, than we do the Iowa
president.
caucus. Yeah. Well, maybe if Kanye just becomes president, then you kill two birds with one stone there. All right, that is your least of these for this hour. Thank you, Miss Betty.
Why do we have to tell the people what they need to hear? Why can't the news be fun?
It's the Wally Show News.
And Becca is going to get you caught up now. What's going on?
You might be especially excited if your team is in the Super Bowl this weekend, but science shows that cheering your team on could actually be bad for your health.
No, how?
Apparently, the number of deaths from the flu are greater in the cities of the teams playing in the game.
Deaths from the flu?
Deaths from the flu. There's no difference for the city hosting it, but it's more to do with the Super Bowl parties that people throw. They say that when you're together with, say other Broncos fans or Panthers fans, you're suddenly double dipping and sharing germs with total strangers.
And you're screaming and cheering, and when people scream and cheer a lot, they spit. Like you get really excited, and there's just spit everywhere.
That could be part of it.
I think that is part of it.
You've been going to some odd Super Bowl parties, my friend.
Well, no, and you're like, yeah, great. And if you're yelling, go Panthers, Panthers.
Okay, stop. You're spitting over all of us.
Thank you. My point is made.
But I think people just hold up, in their own room and never go have fun with other people. That's less healthy, right?
That's what you should do.
All these people trying to scare us about everything.
No, stay home.
It's
never
worth the
never
risk.
see anybody.
Yeah, it's worth the risk.
Don't share your dip.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, this year is Super Bowl 50, which of course makes people nostalgic about past Super Bowls, like Super Bowl I. Apparently, back in 1967, the game aired on both CBS and NBC, but neither network saved a copy, and the NFL didn't even save a copy.
Really?
The only known copy of this game is owned by a man in North Carolina, where his dad just taped the game off of TV. and he's currently trying to sell it to the NFL for $1 million.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the quality's not good, but the historical significance of it's got to be huge.
And they have so much money, you'd think, okay, $1 million, that makes sense. But they are refusing to pay that. They did counter with $30,000.
Oh, boo.
Which didn't feel like enough for the man.
No.
CBS came in with a better offer that included game tickets, but the NFL threatened to sue the man if he sold the broadcast to anybody else.
Right there's the problem, because they're like, we own rights to that. You can't rebroadcast it.
It's an illegal copy.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, they could actually throw him in jail and take his copy. And I would not put that past the NFL. Anybody that hides concussion information, I'm just kidding.
I love the same people selling a 30-second commercial for $5 million.
Yes.
We'll give this guy $1 million.
Yeah, you're robbing people. You guys, come on, give this guy a break. Give him a little love.
And finally, it's great to hear stories about how something heartbreaking can turn into something good. Heather lost her 7-month-old Lucas 3 years ago and donated his organs when he passed. And last Friday, she met the 4-year-old who received his heart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, got to hear it beat through the stethoscope and everything. Lucas was able to save 3 lives with his organ donation. And Heather's reasoning behind donating those organs 3 years ago in the midst of her grief is absolutely incredible.
There's another family out there somewhere who's feeling something like what I'm feeling, and I have the chance to make them not go through what I'm about to go through.
Oh, man, that would be so hard. I think that's a beautiful decision to make, but I can imagine a very tough one in that moment where you're so focused on your own grief. But to have that kind of foresight is cool, and to see it pay off for her later when she got to actually see and hold like this child that's alive because of her child. I would think that even in the midst of that sadness, that somehow makes beauty from that situation and honors the life of her son that she lost. Well, there you go. That is your news for today. Thank you, Miss Becca. This is the Wally Show. And Bradley Cooper, we were talking about this the other day, he broke up with his girlfriend because there was drama between the girl and his mom, and his mom lives with him. And I think that was the right decision to make. You don't want to have drama between your mom and your wife. It makes life so much more difficult. Like I always tell my daughter, when you find somebody that brings joy into this family, not dissension, and that's important. So for her, though, him living with his mom was a red flag. And so I'm curious for you, if you have things in a relationship that you're like maybe dating or engaged or whatever, what are some of the things that you might think are a red flag, and we'll help you let you know if they are or not? Because like Betty's single, she can help with that on that side. We're all married, we can help give you some perspective on the other side. Like say you have a boyfriend and he's really into Pokemon trading cards and he's 33. That is a red flag. I think we would all agree on that, right?
I would say red flag, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, boo! Really?
I mean, he enjoys engaging the creative part of his mind and
with a child's game.
But we're told to have a childlike faith, and there's some things about being childlike that's good.
You have Pokemon cards, don't you?
We don't need. This isn't about me.
It's not about me. Yes,
no.
Exactly. So we will help you navigate this, and kind of those funnier things, or maybe the quirky things about someone that you are seeing that's made you just put that slightest little thing of like going, this is odd. This is a weird thing that they do. Is this a red flag? We want to help you work through this. That's what we're good at doing. And so we will work on that with you right now. Think of this as pre-marital counseling.
For free.
Yeah, for free. And way, way more insightful.
And accurate.
Yes, by people that do not have degrees of any sort. So this ought to be fun. 877-91-WALLY is the number. If you got one, we will try to help you work through it. Your relationship red flag there. 877-91-WALLY. All right, Dawn, so it's our relationship red flags, and I thought this would be more ladies calling because they always want to try to fix us guys, but this is interesting that you might have a relationship red flag about a girl that you're dating, so what is it?
I made the mistake of getting on a dating site, and first date out of the box, 10 minutes into the first date, the conversation, well, if you're not interested in getting married, this is just not going to work.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, I just met you. At the end of the day, I told her that I don't think we're a very good match. So she got mad and left.
Yeah, a girl that's coming out of the gate swinging like that is 100% a red flag.
Now, I want to be so quick to jump to that conclusion. Now, obviously, it didn't turn out in the end, but there is something to be said about people who are serious about dating and want to make sure you know that it isn't just for fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
exactly.
But 5 minutes into it, before you get an appetizer, like at least wait till the main course to go, hey, so do you think that we're going to get married or not? You think maybe, at least wait that long.
I know. I was thinking second or third date, bring that subject up. But, on a first date, 10 minutes into it, that's a little much.
I agree with you. That is a huge red flag, and I think that you dodged a bullet on this one.
Yes, sir.
This is the Wally Show, and we're talking about those relationship red flags, and we want to help you work through these because we love, and we want you to have a great relationship. So, Amelia, is there something in your relationship that you think might be just a smidge off?
Well, I've been dating a gentleman for a year. He had been married previously, and I've been married previously. I have 2 children, and the question is, he married a lady that had 2 children. I don't know. If he were to have to choose, as far as being with me and my kids and putting the value on our relationship, I guess I just have a question about it.
Or would he choose his other, family and relationship that he had in the past? Is that what you're wondering?
Right. If he had to choose, I'm saying it's like a tug of war. If he's going to make sure that they're included in every single event as if he was still married to his ex-wife.
Now, let me throw this out as a different perspective. Maybe that's admirable because it's real easy for guys to completely disassociate with their old life and they turn their backs on their families, they turn their backs on their kids, and they throw everything into their new life. And I've seen that happen a bunch. Maybe that's an admirable quality that he still wants to be in, his kid's life, even though things didn't go well with his ex-wife.
He is an admirable man, but they were his true children. I can understand that. But it's you put the X in front of step, and it just makes it even more, distant.
Right, yeah, that's tough, yeah.
The thing to kids, though, is that they don't see it that way. It was a guy in their life that they don't want to lose.
Right.
And so the perspective from their angle, at least, is different than we would see it.
Yeah, I understand. The value, my issue is the future. Where does it hold? And this is like a roadblock for us right now. I just had a problem from day one about it.
Yeah, and that's one of those things where if you've had a problem with that and then you continue down this road, you're probably not going to like this advice. I don't see this getting better. I see this continuing to be a point of contention with you guys. So I definitely wouldn't get married before you have this completely worked out in whatever form you have to work this out in. And so this could be one of those things that just constantly serves as a thing that's divisive for you, which isn't healthy.
Exactly. I can't see how he would think more of his past than he would be his future. Well, thank you for your time. I appreciate everything.
All right, girl. Well, you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I understand why people get involved in counseling because it feels good to not help. I don't think we did any good there at all. This is the Wally Show. We're talking about those relationship red flags, those things that make you go, ooh, is this the person for me? So, Sharon, have you ever been in that situation where you weren't sure if something was truly a red flag or more of like, it's just who they are?
When I met my husband about 6 years ago, he was living in a hotel.
Okay, so you think maybe he's made some bad financial life decisions, or rich people live in hotels too. Did you know that? Like in New York, they live like at the Waldorf Astoria?
Yeah, this was definitely the first. He was managing a good restaurant chain. He went in, and when there was a store that was a hot mess, he would go in and be that extra manager to help the GM get it where it needed to be. And then they'd move him on to the next one because he was single and experienced.
Yeah, that shouldn't have been a red flag at all. If you had married that guy and moved into the hotel with him, you'd never have to cook. You get free continental breakfast every day. How awesome is that?
No, you should have seen some of these hotels.
Oh, really?
No, not impressive at all. That being said, I did end up marrying this guy, and I'm really glad I did. It was a second marriage, and he asked me to marry him, and I'm like, you're going to have to ask my son and my dad.
And move out of this hotel. Those are my criteria. I have 3 things. They're big ones, I'll be honest with you.
There was always that question, does he want me or does he want my house?
Yeah, exactly.
She spends so much time on the internet, we thought we should put her to work. It's the Blogtastic Blog Report with Reeby.
Yeah, that's right. Every week, Reeby scours her own personal sources and the internet to find you the latest information on your favorite artists, and today is no exception. What you got, Reebs?
Could you guess what Toby Mac's favorite song is on his album?
Anything with him on it.
Good guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know what it is. It's his brand new single called Move, which kind of surprised me.
I want to hear a little bit of this. I'm not sure what it sounds like. I don't know this one. That's bad grammar.
A couple bad errors in there.
That's interesting. Did he say why it's his favorite song at all?
I think he likes the message of it, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing,
like,
man.
move forward, keep going. Push,
you write, 40 songs for an album to then pick 12, and of those, you've got to have those ones that mean something to you as an artist. Because, the whole idea is for them to mean something to the people that listen to them. So I am always fascinated by what they find moved them in this process. No, not to, do a pun there with the song Move, but what moved him.
What moved Toby?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, if you listen to his whole album, you can see that he has very specific messages, so thought that was interesting. That was his favorite. Okay, driving through a school zone can bring out the worst in just about anybody, including Bart from Mercy Me. He recently tweeted, "Nothing drives me crazier than the people who won't go the speed limit in a school zone, so I'll get in front of them and go 10 miles per hour slower." Oh, that's good, though, because I've seen people blow through school zones, but they're really hard. Like around where we live, there's this one that when you turn into it, you don't know you're in a school zone because the lights are way up here or the end light is way over here, and so if you don't know what time of day it is, you're hosed. You get a ticket easily for that.
Yeah, they should have to put lights there.
I was in a school zone once that I could not believe was only 10 miles an hour. That drove me crazy. I don't want to see children hurt, but 10 miles an hour is ridiculous. My wife was driving at the time. I got out of the car to prove a point that I could go as fast as she was driving, walking alongside the car.
I would like to see that.
I did for a little bit. 10 miles an hour is faster than you think.
Yeah,
you got winded.
Yeah, I did. I'm like, stop! Let me back in the car! And she wouldn't let me back in. And I respect that because that was funny.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, my first thought on this next clip that I have is, why is Jordan Feliz singing a random One Direction song? And then my next thought was, oh wow, he sounds awesome. Probably better than One Direction.
Really? Okay, so he did a cover of a 1D song.
When no one else was ever behind me, all these lights, they can't blind me. With your love, nobody can drag me down.
It's interesting, like, you take something like that was written, I like that.
Nobody can drag me down. Nobody.
Yeah, like I don't like the One Direction version of this, but I do like this. Here's the thing: you take something like that was written about a girl or what have you, but I find this a real interesting phenomenon where Jordan Feliz does it, and you go, okay, he's a believer, and so you instantly start funneling it through your Christian filter of nobody can drag me down with you around. So you make it a God thing, and I think that's what's cool about music is that God can speak to people through things that aren't even intended for that purpose, because his message and the way he reaches us is bigger than the labels that we put on things, and so who knows, this could be one of those things. Someone searches that One Direction, they find this thing, and then they search out Jordan Feliz, and they end up finding God as a part of this because he didn't label himself and say, I'm only going to do things that have this Christian label on it.
Why are we wasting our time with these old people anyway?
Did you just call me old?
We are going to play Famous Ages right now, where we try to stump each other with the age of different celebrities and well-known personalities. And what's in it for you is if you keep track of the actual ages, not our incorrect guesses, but the actual ages, you can win a prize when you add them all up at the end of this game. So who are we going to start with today? Who thinks they have a great stumper? Betty Rock, hand up. I love it. What do you got?
Suzanne Summers.
Oh, she was on Three's Company, and she is an actress. Okay. And she most famous for the Thigh Master that she endorsed for a lot of years.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. It was this weird, like, spring-like thing you'd put between your knees, and you'd just go back and forth. It was to strengthen your thighs.
Did you try it?
Yes, sadly. Okay, so everybody get your guesses down for Suzanne Summers. Let's start with you, Burker.
68.
68, Zach?
Going with 60.
Oh, I think that's going to sting you. I went 74 because I think she's older than we all think. And she's, yes, go ahead.
69.
Oh, yeah, I'm only one away.
Nice. Okay. All right. I'm not too upset about that. So she was 69. Okay. We were talking about Bernie Sanders the other day, and so I just figured that everyone would think I was going to pick Bernie Sanders because I do a good Bernie Sanders imitation. I did not go with him, but he made me think of Colonel Sanders, but Colonel Sanders is no longer with us, which then made me think of Norm Macdonald, who plays Colonel Sanders in all of the commercials now. So Norm Macdonald is who I went with.
Norm Macdonald.
Normie.
Okay, let me think.
Okay.
Let me think.
Norm Macdonald.
He had a farm, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
It's called EI.
That's Old MacDonald.
That's different McDonald.
Totally different.
So
guy.
is this young McDonald?
This is Norm
Is that a clue?
MacDonald. No. Old MacDonald. Norm had a farm. No. What do you think?
And how old was he?
I can't tell you. Betty Rock, we're gonna start with you because you look the most confused.
52.
52.
Ooh, 62.
62.
51.
51. One of you has it right on the money. And I'll let you guys know in 15 minutes.
No. Come on.
Betty Rock, 52.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Nailed it.
Holy cow!
Nicely done. That's a game changer. All right, so right now you have Suzanne Summers at 69, Norm Macdonald at 52. Make sure you are writing those down. We have 2 more to go, and if you add those together when you get the next 2, you can win a prize right here on the Wally Show in 15.
Why are we wasting our time with these old people anyway?
Did you just call me old?
This is Famous Ages, the game where if you listen carefully and you pick out the actual age of the people we are trying to stump each other with and add that all together at the end of the game here, you can win a fabulous prize. We've done mine and Betty Rock's so far, so now we have Zach and Becca. Let's go to Zach next.
I'm going to go with the 5th richest man in America now, Jeff Bezos. Founder of Amazon. He just got
not
past.
a celebrity.
Yes.
He's not on TV.
He's worth $49 billion. He's famous
is this billionaire age guessing? What is
He
this?
is a household name.
Let's go around the room. I've not heard of him. Betty,
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Betty, Becca.
I mean, we've had some bizarre ones before. I think it's fair.
You think it's fair?
I'm not saying I like it.
Everyone's been in the news.
Well, you know what I
really?
mean.
No, I don't actually.
Yeah, and as sad as this is, I agree with Betty on this.
Wow.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. I've
I
never
think we
seen
all
a picture
lose
of
that
him.
you guys don't know who this guy is.
Well, it's not,
We're
so
now
money.
he's coming down
He
on
just
us.
jumped
He's
from the
making
number
us feel
16th
stupid.
to the number 15th richest man in America.
For us, it's just not about money. That money doesn't impress us. Like that's you,
That was
but
good.
that's okay. Thank you.
All right, I'll come up with a different one.
Are we
hope so.
guessing then? What?
No,
we're
we're
not.
guessing. That was ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, you guys are pathetic.
Guys.
Betty and I are throwing that one
He's
out.
on magazine covers
He's not
all
a
the time.
celebrity.
He is.
He's not. I
More
have
than that.
I have had celebrities kicked out,
Yes.
and he had his own TV show. So if you can tell me, does this guy have his own TV show?
Sure.
No, he doesn't.
See,
if
He's been on TV a lot.
No, so if he can make it, then so can mine.
Betty, would you like to marry him? Let's start there.
I don't even know what he looks like.
Well,
Not
he's a
that looks
billionaire.
matter.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he has a beard and flannel shirt, perhaps.
Yeah, I bet
Not
he
so
doesn't.
much.
Yeah, I bet he doesn't. I couldn't pick this guy out of a lineup. What else you got? We'll go to Becca.
I'm gonna have to. Go ahead.
We'll have to
Becca.
go.
All right,
we'll
we'll
go
go
to
back.
Becca next because that was ridiculous.
Gosh.
I'm going to go with Aaron Sorkin.
Oh, producer?
Yep.
Okay, producer
you know
Aaron
who he
Sorkin.
is.
I do know who he is. Never seen him.
Does he have any TV shows?
He does, actually.
He's not on TV.
But he has TV shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not on TV,
What,
so he's
what
not
shows
famous.
has he done?
He has done West Wing. He
That's
did The
right.
Social Network.
Has he done any Alaskan reality shows? 'Cause
Zach,
he's not famous.
Zach, I was on your side with the last one.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
even.
I 100% agree with this one.
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin's a name that you hear enough in the news. So, Betty Rock, what's your guess?
Well, don't go to me
Okay,
first.
all right, all right.
I'm still trying to figure out who this guy is.
All right, Aaron Sorkin.
And he did West Wing.
Yeah,
he
I am
produced
going to
it.
guess. I am going to guess.
That does not make him a celebrity.
I'm going to guess 63 for
I
Aaron
don't even
Sorkin.
have a stinking guess. Jeez.
We're running out of time.
71.
Rock. Okay, good guess. Zach?
I'm going way young, 53. I don't think he's that young.
Yeah, what is it?
He's 54.
Yes!
Zach had a good
I knew
guess.
he was older than that.
Wow.
That is a bummer. Who's leading right now?
That just threw it off, I think.
I think I'm out of contention for this noise.
Pick a letter between A and Z.
Yeah, it's Z.
Z. Okay, so my celebrity is Zac Efron.
Oh, that's a great one.
He was the first one that came up in my Google search.
Yeah, that's
for
sad.
how old is Z, and then it came. Anyway.
Yeah, because Google knows you better than you
It
know
does.
yourself. It's like Zac Efron. That's awesome. All right, so Zac Efron. How old is Zac Efron?
Wait.
Betty Rock.
Wait,
Let's go with you first.
Wait, no. Okay.
Okay, I got my guess.
26.
Betty or Rebecca?
26.
29.
You guys are all wrong.
What is it?
28.
Oh, yay! I was the closest, but it's not going to do me any good.
You know what it is going to do good, though?
What?
It's going to crown a fantastic winner.
Oh.
Who, despite the pettiness of his colleagues,
Don't start with pettiness. Do not start with pettiness.
Congratulations.
Marty Stoffer has his own TV show.
This game is getting ugly.
Yeah, it is. Congratulations, Zach. You are the winner today. Good job. All right,
Lousy
so now,
winner.
hopefully you...
I'm sorry, what?
I know what you meant. You meant lousy human
Have you
being.
ever won this game, Betty?
Yes.
Okay,
But
so...
I had Marty Stoffer and you kicked him out.
Zac Efron, Aaron Sorkin were the two this time. We had a couple from last time. So if you can add all of their ages up together, you can get registered for our prize right now. 877-91-WALLY is the number. That's 877-91-WALLY.
Why are we wasting our time with these old people anyway?
Did you just call me old?
This is the Wally Show, and it is famous ages where we've done our job in trying to stump each other with the ages of different celebrities. I need to be very clear about that. Not people like
it's
Zach.
not celebrities, it's famous people.
Yeah, but Zach put in-
Famous.
Okay, real quick, Heather, do you think that Zach's Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos should have been included in this list?
No.
Exactly.
Sorry, Zach.
Oh, my
Absolutely
goodness.
right. That was ludicrous.
Well, Rebecca, who tweeted us, said, y'all are hashtag pathetic. I agree with Zach. Jeff Bezos is not famous. She says super famous.
Oh, really? Okay.
Maybe he's too famous for you guys.
Amazon is famous, but I don't know so much about the guy.
Agreed. 100%. Heather, you are very smart.
I'm sorry you're misinformed.
Let's find out
Uninformed.
how smart you are actually right now. Can you tell us the actual age of all these people? Norm Macdonald, Suzanne Summers, Aaron Sorkin, and Zac Efron.
203.
203 is absolutely right. Nicely done.
Thanks.
Who on this list surprised you at their age?
Suzanne Summers. I thought she was older.
I did too. So I guess 74.
That's what my guess was.
Well, really? Because she was 69. Because I don't mean to be mean, but she's starting to carry that age.
Yeah, that's not something women want to hear, right?
No.
Oh, I thought you were older.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, at 69, honestly, like at that point, I'm wondering when you stop caring about that as a woman. As a guy, it's younger than that. You're like, I'm looking old, I'm wrinkled, I got gray hair. What am I going to do? But I think women carry that a lot longer, like wanting to not give in to age. Do you think that's right, Heather?
I think so, and especially with her being in the spotlight, she wants to carry it even longer.
Yeah, but the problem is the spotlight. It highlights all the wrinkles.
Oh, stop. That's very true.
Well, congratulations. You're the big winner today.
Thank you.
This is the Wally Show, and for eons, there's been a debate over which makes a better pet, a dog or a cat. We've had this debate many times in the room ourselves because Becca is a dog owner. Betty and I are cat owners. Zach is a no owner, but I think if you had to choose, you would choose a dog.
I've never had a dog. I grew up with cats.
Oh, you did? That really surprises me. But it makes sense because cat owners, they find, are more intellectual than dog owners, and dog owners are more outgoing than cat owners. That's
Removing
just,
Zach from the equation, do you think that's true?
I 100% think that's true. So don't be mean to Betty.
I'm not being mean to Betty.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
So I found this other thing that said, that your dog loves you more than your cat. They actually did some scientific research on like oxytocin levels and stuff, and they found that when dogs play with their owners, their oxytocin level, which is, I guess, connected with love and bonding, jumps up like 57%.
That is absolutely true. I always ask the question, why would anybody own an animal that doesn't greet you at the door like you're the best thing that's ever walked the earth? It's fantastic.
Sasha McSauchenstein, the prettiest kitty I've ever seen, does greet me at the door. Every day when I come home, she meets me at the door meowing, and it's great. Like,
But
she's awesome.
Does she always want something to do with you?
Yeah, no, cats definitely are more, they take it on their terms. Dogs are always just happy someone came home. Like, and they're too hyper for my taste.
That's true. Like, cats are more specific about who they love. So,
Yes, they're
with
picky.
Hadley, it could be anyone that walks through the door and she's going to be excited
Yeah.
to see them. So, really, are you bragging about that?
That is a
Really?
great point.
Are we saying that it's a good thing to only love a couple people?
Yes, we are. Yes.
There's loyalty
I don't
there.
think that's a good
Yeah.
lesson. I don't think that's
Really?
what Jesus would want. No.
Oh, really? Is
I
that
don't-
something you feel in your marriage? See? Touche. See?
No,
You're
no.
only supposed to one way. See, there you go.
that was good.
Thank you very
That
much.
was good.
Such a cat odor thing to say.
Yes. That's so textbook cat. No, so like I get that because like cats tend to be a little more standoffish and stuff, and dogs will just play with anybody. And that actually I don't like that they're too hyper for me a lot of times. Like your dog is
Really?
crazy. Her dog is crazy.
A dog is too hyper for you.
Yeah.
I cannot fathom.
You don't like the dog stealing the spotlight.
Yes, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. No, so it does show that cats only produce 12% more oxytocin when you like play with them. So they're like this is kind of cool. It's all right. A little annoying. I'm gonna walk over here and lick my face.
They say that if you pass away next to your pet, the dog will just lay next to you until it
does.
passes.
Yeah.
The cat will figure out a food solution, and it's not going to be actual food.
Yeah, cats are smarter, and I wouldn't want it any
but
other
not
way.
loyal. They're
Yeah.
just, your cats are just waiting for you to keel over. Really,
100%. That's why they keep feeding me. They're like feeding me to fatten me up, is what I think. You know what? We actually, it's not a cat video, but we have a dog video up at on Facebook.com/Wally Show. That regardless of if you like dogs or cats better, this one is funny. It's like dogs that can't go downstairs or upstairs. You should check that out. Facebook.com/Wally Show. It'll amuse you today. All right, well, that is going to do it for the podcast today. And as always, thank you so much for being a loyal and faithful and fun potty. Good luck with the game again. The football game there for our big game. It's going to be tough.
Email Wally a picture of Jeff Bezos so he becomes more familiar.
Don't do that. I don't care
And
about
Marty
Jeff Bezos.
Stauffer.
You keep bringing up Marty Stauffer like
Marty
anyone, like
Stauffer.
you're ever going to get anyone on your side with this.
But it's so true. Have you heard of Wild America?
No.
Have you heard of PBS?
America.
Yeah.
Just regular America.
He had his own show on PBS.
I know.
They have his books at the library.
Do you guys ever remember
Jeff Bezos has all the books.
Yeah, he owns a library.
So?
Do you? Yeah, it's Amazon. That's true. Do you guys ever remember the show? I know we take a lot of rabbit trails on this. I apologize.
You can punch out if you need to.
Yeah, because we've already wrapped this up. So if you want to go, just go. But do you guys, speaking of old television shows about like animals, do you guys ever remember Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom? Do you remember Wild Kingdom?
Nope.
Was it a talkie?
Yes, it was. I used to watch it as a kid, so obviously I'm older than you. I don't know how long it ran in syndication because it was always this old guy, Marlon Perkins, I think was his name, and he stood in the studio hosting the show about all these dangerous things that Jim had to go to, and like Jim was always getting attacked by animals, and Marlon never interacted with them. But it was a show much like Marty Stauffer. And Wild
so
America.
you do know who he is.
I do now because I looked it up, and there's a cute picture of him holding a little bear, like just cuddling a bear cub.
I want a pet bear.
I know.
Aren't they cute?
I would love for you to have a pet bear.
It's possible.
Yeah,
I was
just-
watching a video just today that had a guy that raised a grizzly bear from a cub, and it was so sweet.
And then it killed him?
No, it didn't kill him.
If you could have any animal as a pet, what animal would it be?
Raccoon.
Kangaroo.
Sea otter.
Oh, you took mine. Kangaroo.
Oh.
Giraffe.
Penguin. I'll go. Okay.
I'll do giraffe. I'm just gonna have to get higher ceilings.
I feel like it would give you a complex, though.
I would take a penguin as my. Did you say penguin too?
Yeah, I said penguin too.
Penguin and penguin, giraffe, and
Y'all say that weird. Penguin.
What do you say?
Penguin.
No, it's penguin.
Penguin?
It's not spelled that way, is it?
Penguin.
Penguin.
It's not penguin.
No. How do you spell penguin?
I don't know.
How do you spell it?
P-E-N.
Penguin.
See? Penguin.
G-U-I-N.
Penguin.
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 That's what I said. Penguin.
Penguin. Now I don't even
You're
know what I
saying
say.
penguin.
That's going to do it for your podcast today.
Penguin. Queen. No. Hey, there's Marty Stauffer.
See, there it is. That's like she just looked at Zach's computer and just got
he
totally
Googled
sidetracked.
it. See, he's for real.
Well, yeah, Google was like, who?
Yeah, who is Marty Stauffer? All right, well,
Look him up on Amazon. I'm sure Bose or whatever his name is. He
Jeff
sells
Bezos.
Marty Stauffer.
All right, seriously, we do need to stop because I want to get out of
Hey,
here.
the other day.
No, stop. I'm done.